Well, it's another motovlog video, and I have no idea what number we are on. I do know that this is a second video on the GRF. So, and it is extremely cold today. This weather is so inconsistent here. Yesterday, it was like 70 degrees. Today, it's like 50 degrees. I'm freezing. It doesn't help, I got a huge hole in my jacket too. I do have heating gear though. I got heating gloves. So, when it gets like really cold, I'm going to be able to keep on riding. Because I do not plan on stopping. So, I made one video with the new seat up here, but I haven't talked about the 12 bar. I got a 12 bar up here now too. I'll show you guys it. Woo! Alright, let's see. So, we got the gripper seat on, and we got a 12 bar from King Stunts. I think I'm going to do a video soon on it, on just like, talking about like installing it and stuff. I'm not going to be able to use it. I tried popping it up a few times standing on it, but honestly, I'm probably not going to be messing with it too much for two reasons. One is I really need to get my first gear set down. It's good, like they're terrible right now. So I shouldn't really be like skipping stuff. I really need to focus on the basics. Two, my handbrake, I have been spending days trying to bleed it. Like, if I pull it in, right there, it's going in a little too much. But then it's like normal. It's like there's like one air bubble and I just cannot get it out no matter what I do. Because every once in a while, it'll compress like almost all the way in. So I don't know what that's about. But yeah, we got... pretty much, I think the next thing I want to do with the bike is swap out the white plastics with black. I think that would be really cool. Oh, that was just absolutely horrendous. I was going to go like blue, like I have with the other bike, but this bike already had red plastics. It already had like red other stuff on it. Like the brake calipers are red. The brake cable for the handbrake is red. So I was like, I'll just stay red. Whenever we get really good on this thing and we finally upgrade to the next bike, that one will be blue. Because it's a Yamaha that I'll be moving on to next. But that'll be like a long time because you can see the way I'm wheeling this right now. I need to be, before I move on to that, I need to be able to wheelie this entire, but pretty much do everything that I did on the 50 plus more. I want to be able to do 360 stoppies, so it's gonna be a while. First thing in the morning, and my wheelies are just absolutely terrible. I do not know. I think the plastics, changing the plastics is pretty much all else I'm going to do. I plan on getting a Righteous stunt clutch when they go on sale in December. So, I'll probably get a red one. And I think I might get a 1-finger or a 2-finger, I don't know. Because right now I have this random one up here that I just had laying around. And I cut it down a little bit because it was way too long to work. But I think I kind of want it a little shorter, I'm not sure. We'll see. I do want to upgrade to steel braided brake lines too, just to have a little bit more of a pinch. Might make stoppies easier. The stoppies are pretty scary because like you have like no way of stopping it if you go too far over. Other than maybe trying to like set back down on the back of it to like stop it. I don't know. Whoa. Yeah, it is extremely cold today. I'm not used to this cold weather like this. In daylight saving time or whatever is happening, I'm not used to that either. So like at 5 it's dark. It's dark at 5, which is crazy. See, that's terrible. Why am I falling? I don't know. Let's check the air pressure real quick, because I feel like this thing has like a small leak with the air, or maybe it's the weather. I'm not sure, because I'm not used to living in an area where it gets like cold and warm like this. Feels fine. My other bike had a nail in it that I noticed yesterday. I had a patch, and it was one singular nail that bent around and stabbed in twice. I was like, bruh. So I had to put 2 patches in it, and then it's good to go. Oh, jeez. I don't know how to stop from doing that where it curves over. This isn't really a learning the stunt video anyways. It's supposed to be a moto vlog. I'm just doing wheelies. It's about time to do an oil change for this thing too, because I think the oil is getting pretty dark. Because, let's see, this thing says 9,100 miles. It was at like 8,700 or something, maybe, or 8,500, I don't know. It was 8,000 something. Now it's at 9,000. And I don't know how often you need to do an oil change on this thing. I'll probably do like every 1,000 miles or something. And I gotta figure out where to buy filters from too, because I have the Kitico clutch cover, so this Grom has a filter, and I don't really know much about Groms, so I don't know if the newer gen Groms have oil filters and this just uses the newer ones, or if the newer ones don't have oil filters either. I don't know. I gotta look into that and then figure out where to get some oil filters. Oh, one thing I'm so happy about upgrading this bike is the fuel injection. Oh my god, it's a lifesaver. I tried to start the 50 up yesterday. It would not start. It's just so cold, it would not start last night. And I was like, alright, whatever. But this thing starts up every time. Yeah, way too close to the edge there. I don't know. I know, like, I'm saying in my learning the stunt video at one point that it's definitely a skill issue, but there's always that, like, lingering thought, is the alignment or something off on the bike? Also, don't have these tires balanced. I don't feel it, like, when I hit, like, 70 on this thing, I don't really notice it. So, and I know what it feels like to ride a bike with unbalanced tires, but these feel fine unbalanced. And I'm not sure if it's a big issue, because they're only 12-inch tires. Like, stock CRF 110 is 12-inch tires, I think. Or larger, maybe, I don't know. I have no idea, actually. The 50 has 10-inch, though, I know that. And then I think there's some 12-inch mods you can do, but I don't know how you get those to fit. I don't know how you would get it to fit on the swing arm. You would need a swing arm swap, probably. Bro, I get a lot of people asking me if they can do this build, the whole Grom swap build with like some random dirt bike that like I've never heard of, and I'm like, I don't know, man, I don't know, is what I'm thinking every time I see that comment. But I've had a lot of people on Instagram ask me that. Like, it'll be like some random bike. Like, I think someone asked about an Apollo dirt bike or something like that. It's like an Apollo 70cc. I was like, I maybe with some, like, you know, serious fab work, like if you're actually put some work into it, you can do anything. But I don't know. And I also had someone ask me, why didn't I do this swap on the 50? Why didn't I just put the forks and the swing arm and the engine on the 50? Well, it would not fit at all. It would not fit at all. It would have been so bad too. Like, it would have been just a weird, I don't even know. So, like, a CRF 110 swing arm wouldn't even fit onto the CRF 50. So I don't know how you would get the Grom swing arm to fit up there. And then getting the forks, I don't think the steering bearing or steering stem and bearings would fit. And then the hard part to figure out would be the gas tank, because the 110 gas tank sits inside the frame, and then it has a fuel pump. The CRF 50 has no fuel pump, it's carved. So that means you would have to find a fuel pump, and you're probably not going to be able to put a fuel pump on that gas tank without serious work. So that means you would have to like run the Grom gas tank, which would be like, or figure something out, which would be really big. It'd be like I don't know, I think it'd be a massive undertaking to try to accomplish. While the 110 is just almost all bolted up, other than like, you know, all the brackets I fabbed together, and then some of the rewiring I did. I don't know though. I'm not an expert at anything. I just know I'm good at a bunch of random stuff. You can hear the that little like metallic rattling. I don't know if you guys can hear it. That's the foot pegs, because when I got this 110, it had aftermarket foot pegs, but the springs on the aftermarket foot pegs are not the right ones, so they kind of rattle real bad. And since I have my foot underneath the foot peg, it gives it that play to rattle. Something I do think about though is with this build is how well the Z125 stuff would transfer over. Mainly the engine, because I hear the Z125 has more torque, so I feel like it would be a better engine for stunting than the Grom engine. I don't know though. I got the Grom engine, so I'm not gonna go search for a Z125 engine, unless if this engine just completely blows up, then maybe. But I also still have the 110 engine, so I gotta clean that up and sell it though. Not really clean it up, mainly just like, you know, I don't know, because it's like a brand new engine. It's a 2021 engine. It has like I don't know how many miles are on it. It has like no miles. I got it from an older dude. I think his like grandchildren or something, when they came over, would ride it sometimes. But the bike looked super clean, was in like really good condition. It seemed like it was ridden in somebody's backyard and only went through like a little bit of dirt. And then there was a few scratches on it, like on the front up there. And then one of these sides, I'm not really sure what happened there. I had to like lean my whole body over. I need to just figure out how to move it with my hips. Oh man. I want to put hand guards up here too, but I think I'm just going to put bar ends on it to like protect the, mainly to protect the throttle from if it falls over and it just staying on. But I wanted hand guards because, one, they look cooler, and two, I have some moose racing covers that go over hand guards, and they're little but they go over them, and they're to keep wind from hitting your hands, so your hands aren't as cold when riding. Because I look at this, I got a hole in my gloves. This is freezing. That was pretty good, but I started getting pushed off the road towards the end. I do have heating gloves. I think I said that earlier. I got heating gloves. They were expensive. Whoa, shifted into neutral. So I got heating gloves. I got a heating shirt, and I even got heating socks, okay? And it's because I'm used to like 70 degrees weather all year round. But now that I moved back home, it gets cold, and it can get below freezing. If it snows, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm still gonna ride, but I might die from hypothermia because I'm not used to the cold. I can't take it. It's gonna be bad. But I do have I have a surprising amount of stuff for cold weather. So that I've never really had to use, but I'll be able to pull that out for the cold weather. I have a lot of stuff actually. It's kind of just stuff that I had from an old job and was able to keep, but never needed. So if it gets cold, I'm pulling all that stuff out. And I do have extra gloves too. And I was recommended to try using like the plastic medical gloves or cleaning gloves underneath my gloves, and apparently those keep your hands super warm. So maybe I'll try that. Oh, I felt like I had to like really get on the brake right there. The cold wouldn't be too bad if it wasn't for like I'm moving, so the wind is like hitting me, and that's what makes it like even more cold, is mainly the wind. But I mean, when I'm stunting, like I'll probably be wearing a bigger jacket and elbow pads, knee pads. I'm starting to wear those now. I'm not wearing them for this video because I'm not really going hard in this video. I'm just talking and riding. But yeah, I decided I'm gonna start wearing pads because I tried to do a circle wheelie the other weekend I was practicing, and I fell and hit my elbow. The bike fell on top of me, so the bike didn't take any damage, but that was terrible. But I bruised my elbow, and I was like, I do not need to fracture it or something. I fractured my elbow once before in my life, and my whole arm was like stuck like this. And it was not good. That hurt so bad. My elbow overextended. So it hyperextended, and the two bones at the, they're called the radial head or something like that. They fractured into each other. So I'm trying to start wearing some protective gear, because if I do get hurt, then I'm not going to be able to ride anymore. I'll have to take a break. Like, you know, if I hurt my ankle or an elbow or something like that, then I'm not going to be able to walk, not going to be able to ride, which is going to stop my whole process, because I'm trying to get good fast. We don't got time for injuries here. Whoa. My eyes are watering right now. That's how cold it is. Whew. And the colder it gets, the more open the woods become. I have street tires, but I think we might start an off-road series. And I have done a lot of riding off-road with street tires. Like, actual, like, I wouldn't say hard enduro, but I've done some, like, crazy stuff on street tires. But there's nothing crazy around here. It's all flat. There's no like big hills or anything to hit. So it's not going to be anything crazy around here. I definitely want to explore, because it's been a long time since I've been down here. I know there's the woods way down there. There's a house in it, and there's like a shop or used to be shop in the woods over there, and then there's like another building over there. So there's just a bunch of random stuff in the woods around here. Over there too, next to the house, it used to be like a farm or something too, because there's a bunch of cages, like fenced in areas. And there is a fort somewhere in the woods I gotta find and see what stuff is hidden in it, because for some reason I had an obsession with hiding stuff. I don't know why, I would take like, I've made like a few time capsules. I also would hide money. I would hide my money a ton. Any money I had saved up, I would hide it and then find it like a year later. I'm like, ooh, money. I hid like a stupid amount one time that I saved up forever. Like I saved up a ton of money. It was like, how much was it? I think it was like over $1,000 or something like that. And I just put it in an envelope and just hid it. And I found it in the future, and that was like the best day ever. Other than inflation just kills it nowadays, it seems. Alright, well, we'll do one more video, and then this is where I shall call the video. And then I might do some more practicing today. I got some, or I should edit this video first and upload it, then do practicing, and then hopefully it doesn't rain. Alright, one more wheelie, let's get a good one in. Pretty good, but I started going over to the side there. Alright, this is where we'll end it. Peace.